Hey everyone's back again here. Now I made my video, and I had to delete a very vulgar, nasty it was a bad comment. Primary Arms did a beautiful video. Military Arms channel. This is 2 years ago. This is 2 years ago. Now he did a video of this. He used like a multitude of rounds. One round that he didn't touch on was the PDX rounds, but he did point out a bunch of things with this that he did not like, and that was this piddly ass dinky 2-finger gripped grip. There, when I had mine, it comes factory with this crappy grip here. Absolutely hate it. I can't even remember what grips these are, but this is the grip that I have installed on mine. So 3-finger grip, full grip. Absolutely comfortable, and it is narrower, slightly narrower on this side here. Here, I'll look at that. They all slide out, nice and pretty, like cleared. See, cleared. The slide here, or this side right here of the grip. See how narrow it is up at the top. See how fat it is down here. If I slip this out here, yeah, there's more room. So you only, instead of having to rotate the cylinder all the way to get the other rounds out, you just kind of have to like rock your thumb. Now, when I empty my rounds, what I do is, I have my fingers on here and I press out, and I just kind of like run one finger like this. And I can do this one-handed, and then I could, stripper clip the rounds in. Another thing he touched on is under here. This grip, when I fired this the first 30 times, I hated the way that the grip was, because it was your fingers is up in this thing here, and you have this little bumper of rubber here, but the moment you fire, that bumper kind of like pushes your finger down, and then when you re-grip, you pinched your finger in that rubber, and it hurt. And another thing was, you see right here how the rubber grip is right at the top of that plastic. This, you're down here. Look how far down you are. Look at this. You got this huge chunk right here, and this is all squishy rubber. It's stiff, but it's squishy, and it protects the meat of your hand when you fire. When you have your hand on here and you fire, you have a better grip, because now your hand isn't up here with your finger cocked down and your palm like this, because you're two fingering like this and your fingers cocked down at a weird angle. No, you get these grips, and now you're dead on. You're right there. That is your grip. It is comfortable. It feels great. I think I paid like $30 for this grip. Just, Allen head, slide this off, slide the old one off, slip this one on. It's fantastic. He does touch a lot on other rounds, the ammunition and what have yous, and he goes on and on about all kinds of stuff. And what I love about this guy's video is he's showing these rounds At actual self-defense distances, he does 3 and 7 yards. Watch. The average self-defense shooting distance is 3 to 7 yards, 9 to 21 feet. According to the FBI, the average distance is around 3 yards, 9 feet. While some sources suggest practicing at distance of 7 to 10 yards, the majority of encounters happen much closer. But all of the people that dog on the tourist judge or the what is Smith and Wesner, the governor, and hell, even all the derringers out there. Here, I'll grab mine. See? There I am. So, even people talking about the damn derringers and how, you got blah 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 blah, suck a dick, these are, this is my derringer. Extended grip, full hand grip. I mean, no 2-finger grip on this bitch. This is full hand, 6-inch barrel. Absolute beast. Unloaded. And with these people are like, oh, you gotta do this, and then you gotta flip it over, and then you load it, and then you gotta flip it over again, and it's like, no, you flip it, pull your rounds, put new rounds. There you go. Bang. Dead bang right there. All these people say, oh, these firearms, they're no good because you can't hit anything at 20 yards, 30 yards. And it's like, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. You truly, truly, truly are an idiot. And it drives me nuts. 3 to 7 yards. Practice at 3 yards and back up to 7 yards. That should be your defense range when practicing with a pistol. 3 to 7 yards. Every now and then, if you're using like a 9mm, 45, 44, 380, what have you, sure. Step back, to the 10 yards to 15 yards. That's if you're practicing and thinking, what if I'm at the store and I'm in the checkout line or something, and like 5 aisles down something's happening. Can I make that shot? 1, you shouldn't, but 2, you should practice for the just in case. What if I have that opportunity? What if I can Dirty Harry this? But again, now he first uses some rounds that are very, very troublesome, and he has some issues with it because of the head spacing and stuff, and he's got to whack with a hammer and smack it, and then he does 1 round and another round, and I mean those rounds that he's got there, doing a little bit of research, those specific rounds were also known to jam in 410 pump actions, 410 single shots, and the what is that? The little pack rifle shotgun 410. It's got the 410 and then the 22. 410 and 22 or something like that. Yeah, it would jam in those, and in some instances they would go off when you closed the breech So again, those are horrible rounds. In a bit, he does the buckshot. Now he does buckshot, and let's see, yeah, he does buckshot, and as I said, torso at 7 yards, 21 feet. You have a chest wound at that distance. You've got lungs, you've got heart, you've got stomach, you've got liver. I think there's a spleen in there, maybe. Large intestines, small intestines. You wrecked this person's world, and you only shot him twice. Because if you take this look at do it in reverse, because he fired at 3 yards and he moved back to 7. Okay, in a situation where somebody's running at you, you fire from 7 yards, and then they get to the 3 yards. By the time they're shot, they're hit with multitude of rounds. And people are like, well, that's blah, 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 blah. Look at this. 410, 200 rounds. It's $1 a bullet, but hey, for self-defense, if you're only using this for self-defense, 200 rounds, that's enough. That's definitely enough. That's $200 for a year of happiness and safety, and that's if you use 200 in a year. 20 rounds, again, $1 a bullet, but again, triplet buck. Well, what are we talking about when we say triplet buck? Triplet buck is 36 caliber, .36. Well, what does that equate to? Well, 38 special is .35. 357 Magnum. It's a parent casings, still same bullet diameter. Oh, well, what about 9mm? 9mm, 355, give or take. There is that. So, still, because it's like you go through all these calculations and blah de blah de blah de blah. Again, you actually do like a search, and then it tells you, well, the size is between 3.3 and 3.6, so there is leeway. But again, bing, 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 bing. All of the research puts the 410 at between 9mm and 38 special 357. In that ballpark for size, not for range, not for impact, not for blah and blah and blah and blah and blah and blah and blah. None of that. What we're talking about is how many rounds on target. Is it faster to pull the trigger 4 times, or is it faster to pull the trigger once? In any case where somebody is attacking you, with a Derringer you only get 2 shots. Yes, it's 2 shots, but if I'm doing 2 shots, say I do 2 shots with this right here, this specific round. If I do 2 shots, that's 850 feet per second. 4 pellets. So, given that, 2-inch barrel, 6-inch barrel, and it's funny because they say it's a 6-inch barrel, but I don't like the fact that they measure the barrel to the back wall. The barrel should be measured to the tip of the bullet, because that's where the actual barrel starts. But 6-inch barrel, 2-inch barrel, you're not getting the same out of this, because this is talking about like an 18-inch barrel or a 20-inch barrel. So you're probably looking at like 650, 700 feet per second, but it's still putting 4 down range on a single trigger pull. That's 8 shots. This is an 8-shot device. 8 shots. This is 20. 20 shots. 20 shots equal to 9mm out of a single firearm that is a revolver. It's a revolver, but with buckshot, yes, you have those rounds. Like, he does talk a lot about it, and oh well, it's just, it's lead rounds, it's brass rounds or copper rounds or plated rounds, and then he goes on and tests out these other rounds, and it's like, yes, those other rounds are those wacky freaking BBB rounds, and then another round. See, these critical defense guys, they're okay because you have a round and then you have 2 balls behind it. Yeah, cool, great. It's a 41 cal and 2 35 cal. Great. Those work, they do. But they're kind of a pain in the ass. They really are. They are. Then you have the PDX rounds. They're plated discs. You have 12 plated BBs, and people are like, well, if you fire and the BBs will spread out, and it's like, yes, they will spread out, but if you're shooting at an actual distance of self-defense, you're not worried about, oh, look, I missed the guy because it went, 5 feet wide. We're not talking about a scatter gun where the barrel is at the end of where the shell is. And he goes on and tests multitude of rounds, and then he does the water jug here with the buckshot, goes straight through all of the jugs, just decimates it. There's the lead round. It deformed. This is the slug. The slug hits, opens, and diverts. Good one. And there's the slug. Then he goes, the 45 gets absolutely soaked. And again, it hits and diverts because these are coned. They're coned shells that expand. Well, when it expands, that hydroshock grabs it and slows it down, and it changes directions. But the buckshot, because it is round, the ball gets smashed, but it remains intact and spins, and it stays course. Here, the entire casing, the jacket came off of the lead. The lead kept going. It zipped out and hit over there somewhere. But this got stuck in the first jug. Here he does snake shot. It's just bird shot. But again, the first pattern is literally like that on the box. That is center mass. Now, if you pop a friggin' snake, or you shoot a bird. I mean, I don't know why you'd be shooting a bird unless you take these things quail hunting, which I spoke with Fish and Game. Legally, you can go upland bird hunting with this. You can hunt quail with this because it's a 410 and it is birdshot. And because, they don't give a shit. But yes, you can hunt upland bird with that. Bond arms. Please make a 12-inch barrel for me. I want a 12-inch barrel for this. 1, for shits and giggles, and 2, I really want one. I want a 12-inch barrel for this pistol. Because, 1, I mean, come on, that's... Yeah, let's see if I can get it. Yeah, that's funny. That's hilarious. 1, it's hilarious, and 2, I mean, just to imagine, bird hunting, quail hunting. You have it in a, chest holster or something like that. Some kind of rig. It's, come on, man. Come on, Bond. Come on. But yeah, that's good for bird hunting. That's good for snake gun, especially out of a 2-inch barrel. And then he goes on, fires his next shot from, I think it was 11 yards or something like that. And it's the full box. Yeah. Great. That's good. And he goes on and talks about all the pros and cons. But again, this firearm, at self-defense distance with the proper ammunition, it can hold its own against 9mm, 380, 38 special, and the like. At self-defense distance. Treating this as you would treat, one of the Desert Eagles or 6-inch barrel firing 44 mag. Treating it as that, you're, of course, judging a fish by its ability to climb a tree. That whole system. That's what the people are doing to this. They're judging it. They're going, well, when you put a shotgun shell in here and you fire that shot, it just goes everywhere. Well, what are you shooting at? Oh, well, I was shooting at something 35 feet away, 50 feet away, 60 feet away. Well, I was trying to shoot clay pigeons at 75 yards. Well, of course it's not going to do that, you dingbat. This is for self-defense. I mean, you can't be doing that. You have to understand the firearms. You do. But again, I digress. I love my 410s. I love them. I really do. They're fun. They're great. I love them. It just drives me nuts when people don't know or understand the specific firearm that they're talking shit about. Take this firearm out again, but with a grip like this, and you won't have all the issues that you did. I mean, you right there. I mean, you can see. Oh, you just kind of tip you do that and tip, and all the rounds come out. Oh, it bites you. It bites you back here and it bites you up here. Well, with this grip, it doesn't. This grip, your finger does not get pinched. Your hand doesn't get bit. This grip is fantastic. Changed everything. When I had it with the original grip, it sucked. I put this grip on, and I've put 15 boxes of shot through it. I love it. I've put 3 or 4 boxes of ammo through this one. I love it. So, see you guys on the next one.